for Edward's piano. You'll see a birthday card in there that was left out here last September 13th. I know somebody knows the significance of September 13th. Anybody? Anybody?
Bella's birthday.
There you go. I knew you knew. Stop messing with me. Bella's birthday. Very good. Forks High School coming up on the left a little bit farther. Built in 1926. Just had our senior class graduation. We had 48 graduating seniors. Yes.
Woo!
Yes, it's massive. Oh, remember this part of the movie? Who are they? That's the Cullens. That's Edward. He thinks he's better than everybody else. He's kind of laughing because he can, of course, hear everything they're talking about. It's not every day that the sign is lit up with partial sunlight. You might want to take advantage of this lighting. We get 10 to 12 feet of rain a year. So, oh, they're taking pictures of us. There you go. You might end up on the internet. Smile. There you go. Forks High School. High School of the Cullens. As well as Bella.
We have a kind of a designated parking spot over in the parking lot where the crash scene took place. We have a couple of lockers that are designated for the Cullens and for Bella, and people think that's pretty neat.
Coming into view on your right is the Forks Coffee Shop. I love this place. Okay, now don't judge a book by its cover. I love it. They have pancakes the size of manhole covers. It's wonderful. They have a special called the Bogey, the Boga Shield, named after one of the rivers, the Boga River. The Bogey special is this heaping portion of biscuits and gravy with a shovel-sized portion of hash browns. It's wonderful. I can't finish it. I love it. And this is a place that director Catherine Hardwick loved as well. She loved this place, loved La Push, loved the area. Unfortunately, it came down to financial incentives that the state of Washington could offer for filming here. So unfortunately, they filmed outside of Portland, Oregon.
We stop at the Chamber of Commerce, and we can pose in front of Bella's truck. Definitely a highlight on the tours.
This vehicle is not exactly right. It's a 52 Chevy, and Bella drives a 51. But it's close enough for thousands of fans to take their picture with it.
I think the grocery store still has Bella Swan Employee of the Year name badges if you're interested right there. We're going to turn onto Russell Road. Who can tell me the significance from the book New Moon regarding Russell Road? All right, think about it for a second. I want to see who gets this first. Whoa! Who said that? Very good. Oh, where's my root beer sucker? Can you pass that back for me? There you go. Root beer sucker coming your way. When she first sees the for sale sign, it's on Russell Road. Very good. Coming up on the left-hand side, you'll see this little two-story house with the windows upstairs that both Edward and Jacob have snuck into from time to time. This is the home of the Swans, Bella's place.
I mean, you can do the tour and see the house that was picked for Bella and her father, Charlie.
So feel free to step out, get a couple of pictures, maybe a picture of the sign. Check out the kitchenway there. It's really beautiful. No, I'm just kidding. Please don't. I get in trouble. Okay? You should be good. Paging Dr. Cullen, we have a twilight emergency. We have some twihards coming in.
We have people coming in every day getting their picture taken by the Dr. Cullen spot. We just love our interaction with them. Some of them need our help from time to time, and we're happy to do that.
Don't get any ideas about twisted ankles just so you can come in here and see Dr. Cullen, ladies. Just because my wife has done it. Dr. Cullen's sign is parking spots on the other side of this truck here. We're going to park next to this red curb that says no parking anytime. Perfect. We know Charlie. It's cool. 71 degrees according to the sign over here. It's a heat wave in Forks, let me tell you. I grew up in Southern California. That's really good Mexican food on the left there. I get number ocho. The chili rellenos are wonderful. Coming soon, Twilight Tacos, Edward Enchiladas. Not even a joke. So I have to mention Sully's Burgers coming up on the left here in a second. Home of the Bella Burger. Sold over 5,000 Bella Burgers right there. The power of Twilight right there. This is basically our last commercial structure before you head out of town, and also where you can get Bella Berry Pie right there.
We even direct them out to La Push, the home of Jacob Black, who is my favorite character.
Coming up on the right-hand side, just as the books describe, it's a faded red house with a workshop in the back. There's a motorcycle on the front porch. Look for Billy Black's mailbox. This is Jacob and Billy's place. Feel free to step out and get some pictures of the motorcycle. As we turn, this will be a first glimpse of First Beach down in La Push. Sacred grounds of Akala coming into view there. And as we get a little bit farther up, you can look over your left-hand shoulder and get a quick glimpse at Bella's cliffs from New Moon.
Anybody jumped off any of the cliffs
in the area or along the coast, anywhere from 15 miles in either direction. They'd be hamburger, because there's a lot of really bad rocks down there, and so that's the first thing I tell fans that come out here is please don't try that, or don't even think about it, because there's bad rocks.
I don't know whether the fans are happy in general or if they're happy to be in Forks. They've reached their location. I don't care. I like happy people, and it's refreshing, and it makes my job the best job in the world. It really is. Hope to see you in Forks someday soon. It will be more than you're expecting.
I used to go around like for sports and stuff, and people would ask where I live and everything, and I'd say Forks, and they'd be, oh, where is that? And I'd have to explain like completely, like I live 4 hours away from Seattle and stuff like that, and they'd have no idea still. And now when I say it, it's like, oh my God, you live in Forks.
I just play sports. Yeah, that's what I do all year. I've had people in sports ask me about it before, and it's just the entire fan was yelling at us here on our home field, yelling, no wonder they're so good because we were beating them. They kept calling us werewolves and vampires, and they blamed that on being why we were beating them. So it's a big thing. Anyone that's into it and you go somewhere and they find out you're from Forks, they'll be talking to you.
It was kind of like waking up and realizing that you're teaching at Hogwarts.
I got my first picture taken the other day. Real Forks person. And the gal that owns the Twilight store really wanted to hire me there, and nobody knew why. And then somebody said it's because I look like Bella.
I actually am a stand-in for Chief Charlie Swan. People come to City Hall asking to speak with the police chief if he's available, which is me. When I do have the opportunity, I enjoy meeting with the tourists. We get a swarm of Twilighters all the time. They'll walk back behind City Hall here and take pictures of our cars, and if they see an officer, they'll flag them down and want to speak to the officer.
My relatives come to visit and they want to have pictures taken in different places. I go to science teachers conventions and people see my name tag and they say, oh, they know where I'm from, or they want to know something about the town, or a daughter or a friend is really interested and will be excited to know that they met me just because of the Forks on my name tag.
Some of the Twilight people, the tourists that come here for Twilight, some of them are a little too into the books. I've had people ask me if I was a vampire, and they thought that the books were true, and we had, at one point we were at a mocha stand just hanging out with some friends, and we convinced a couple people not to go outside past 9 because the vampires and werewolves would get them, and so they didn't go to a campground, they went and got a hotel room. And so some of the people are a little bit too into it, but most of them are just realistic about it. They come and take their pictures, enjoy the town, and just head out.
Charlene, my manager, actually ran into people buying flashlights at the Thriftway saying that they were going to go looking for vampires at night. I don't know what they're expecting to find or where they're looking for the vampires, but the next time I hear about it, I'm probably going to pop out from behind a tree and just be like, hey, how's it going? I think it'd be funny, but my name's Christina Watman. I play Alice Cullen in Lapel's Flower Shop in Forks, Washington, and I live in Forks for now.
My name is Darcy Haw. I'm the night manager of the Forks Coffee Shop, and we're in the Forks Coffee Shop in Forks, Washington. We have children calling us all the time, and we actually have 2 young girls, 3 now, that are writing to us, and they want pictures, and I mean, it really is a phenomenon. It's out of control sometimes. We actually had a lady buy one of our menus. Yeah. I have, like, we can peel the pictures out, you know, and given them copies or old copies too. So, but yeah, souvenirs, it's interesting.